I will lead the pandemic from the front. Get the chopper. Chop his arm off. You don't know, the power could go to his head. He's already the governor of California. Now we're putting him as the governor of Corona. Welcome to Fyaah Hot Topics with me, Miss Moore. This week I'm going to be sifting through the news to find the hottest topics and a little bit of gossip. And my producers have prepared it all for me so that I get to just be surprised by some of it, because I don't actually watch the news. I find it depressing. So this is my only way to get some news in, and I'm going to share it with you guys because I'd be bored watching it on my own. Like, I hate watching the news. It's like that feeling when you were a kid and your granddad always had the news on and you just thought, ugh. So that's why I don't watch the news, but it's really bad. So this is my only way of getting a bit of gossip in and a bit of news, because obviously news is not gossip, it's factual, right? Let's go. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle did an exclusive interview with Oprah after claims they were leaving the royal family because of the media pressures that came with it. Prince Harry says he fears history repeating itself in regards to his mother, Princess Diana. What do you think? What do I think? Well, firstly, if he really does think like that, he shouldn't be on Oprah blabbing his mouth off about it. Like, you said last year you wanted to just leave the royal family. You should have just gone and quietly done that. Gone and lived in your little Canadian town in the middle of nowhere and kept quiet, kept under the radar. That's how you avoid something like that happen. But you married a sister, and sister ain't gonna be quiet, especially when she's like nearer her home turf. But she doesn't realise the Queen has fingers everywhere. Who knows? I guess if there's like an accident that happens, we're gonna know that it's probably old Queenie that did it. Not that she would do that, she's a lovely lady. But my opinion is, Harry and Meghan, just if you understand history repeating itself, you should know that you need to just lay low. You shouldn't be posing with your feet out like you're living the dream and then trying to run your mouth against the Queen. I don't think it's sensible. If Diana, like the most beautiful, peaceful, charitable, loving woman who's also white, didn't get away with it, Meghan's not going to get away with it. 100%. Not that it's a race thing, because she pretty much looks white, but she ain't going to get away with it. So that's what I think on that. Let's see what is trending on Twitter. This one looks fun. Plants, music and celebrities are combined into hilarious puns. Hashtag celebs or bands in the garden. Let's go for a couple of my favourites. Keanu leaves. That's brilliant. Well done, Rahed01. You get my number 1 spot. Oh, and she comes in with the number 2 spot as well. Shed Sheeran. Brilliant. Made on Pic Collage. I used to have that. These are very good. I do love a good pun. Do you have any hashtag celebs or bands in the garden? Do send us them. Put the links below in the comments. We do love a good pun. What else is happening in the news? Oh, Coming to America. The second part came out. What a treat that was for Saturday. What an absolute treat. I was kind of resistant against it. I don't know why. I'm resistant against all Eddie Murphy movies, and then I absolutely love them. Most of them, not all of them. He can be a bit too much. But Donkey, he was great. So I should give him his credit where credit is due. The film was really funny in parts. The costumes, oh my God. The costumes were amazing. Like, anyone who's like contesting going back to Africa, if you get to dress like that, I think we should just all do it. I think we should all just do it. Move back to Africa and just dress like that and come into America. And if you haven't seen it, then you need to go and just check it out, because just the costumes alone just make it seem so great. And it is a great place, and we forget that. Anyway, I digress. Coming to America 2, really funny bits. Obviously the tale of the son. Oh, I don't want to give too much spoilers, but it's basically a reverse and you're gonna love it. Just watch it and tell me what you think in the comments. If you didn't like it, then that's a shame. Also, tell me why you didn't in the comments, because I'd like to know that. Let's have a look at some of the hashtag coming to Americas on TikTok. See what you creative people have been up to. I'm gonna go on this one first. It's got like loads of likes. That's like great. I know that they're like, I think, is that the guy from Diversity? Perry. This is right. People are really going for it, aren't they? Oh, look. Oh, these shit boring tracksuits. I think the tracksuits are nice. See what they come up with. So clearly what I was saying has really, it's really actually affected black people around the world, and I'm quite glad to see this. Everyone's like, I'm a queen, and then they're just getting dressed up in their native, they're just connecting with something in them. This is great to see. What else is happening in the news? Right, so in music, Drake dropped a new EP, Scary Hours 2. Let's see what Twitter is saying about that. How Drake fans are stepping out on Friday. Good. It's true what he said there. How many times has he shown improvement? You've got to give the man his dues where he's Jude the Jew. And he is half Jew. Jew knew. Yeah, he has made improvements. Like, he has really always elevated his game. It's just another song that you're just going to hear and just end up loving. Drake is just, he's continuous until he's not. As it goes for all stars. They're rising, they're rising, they're rising. Then they get to the top of their game, but they don't know it's the top of their game. So they start taking the piss with it, and then it goes down. Like Britney Spears, I guess. She went really up, and then she started, well, she didn't take the piss. She actually had a mental breakdown. Love you, Britney. But yeah, in terms of someone being on this, not only where they're not only where like they're just plateauing, but they're actually still inclining, going up. I think Drake has had a really slow, steady rise. And yeah, he has been at the top for a while. He's been at the top since 2011, and he just keeps making bangers. Like, I don't even like the guy, like, but his music is just great. Like, I genuinely don't like Drake. I definitely think that he's got the crown, so he don't need excuses to wear something around. He's definitely got a line that would go in there perfectly, but I can't remember it. Pope visits Iraq and says Iraq will always remain in his heart. Why? How does the Pope speak? Where does the journey of peace begin? From the decision not to have enemies. Okay, so he's trying to usher in a time of peace between Christianity and Muslims. That's so wonderful. What good news. From the decision, okay, I'm going to read it. This is actually what Pope Francis, the man of the hour, said. 21,000 likes and 4,000 retweets. This guy is killing it. Where does the journey of peace begin? From the decision not to have enemies. Anyone who believes in God has no enemies to fight. He or she has only one enemy to face, one that stands at the door of the heart and knocks to enter it. It is hatred. Very, very true. So obviously people coming from a faith-based background, they are aware of a certain prophecy that talks about ushering a time of peace. And that can make it really difficult because like, then you could blame like half the world's beauty pageants for being antichrist, because they all want world peace. Everyone wants world peace. But what does that really mean? What does it really mean for us all to have world peace? It means you can't have opinions about nothing if it doesn't go with the collective. If you have thoughts, if you have feelings that are outside of what everyone else thinks, you is a hater. But you could be a lover and a hater, I guess, because if you're on the outside and you're being called a hater, but really it's because you don't want to follow the collective. It's a very difficult position to be in. What does it mean? I don't know. You tell me in the comments. Does this mean anything if he's trying to bring in a time of peace? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Are the prophecies real? Are they not real? You decide. The mums are looking forward to the school run. Kids are going back to school. Is it too soon? What is going on with that? It's a really, really difficult one because on one hand, you want your kids to have a sense of normality. On the other hand, we've been locked down for a whole year and we're told that there is this looming virus that could be anywhere. It could be anywhere. So it's generally a really uneasy time. So I feel like my only way to get through it is to pray. It's literally, that's the only thing. I can't shield the kids forever. I can't shield myself forever. We're in this world, but we are not of this world. So best of luck to us all. Best of luck to us all. I'm actually looking forward to the school run. I'm actually looking forward to doing the school run. If I have to leave my house like maybe even 45 minutes just to get a good spot to pick the kids up, I'm going to do that and I'm going to enjoy every moment of it. I'm going to enjoy waving to the mums. I'm just going to enjoy, you all right? Have a good weekend? Oh, yeah, I can't wait. That bit of interaction, I've missed it. I have missed it and the kids have missed it. Shayla is looking forward to school. Sean's not, but I'm sure he'll get back into the swing of things. A little bit of normality, I think, is going to just do us all the world of good. And I think the government know that. I think they do know that. They know that they can't keep us locked up. But the vaccine's here now to save us all. So I'm not going to talk about that. But you can tell by my face that I'm really, really happy about it. Moving on, toxic relationship. A dude pulls a gun out on his girlfriend after she held him hostage and wouldn't let him go home. Johnson's took out the stuff that you didn't want. You shouldn't have had that stuff in Johnson's baby stuff anyway. Now you're advertising that, oh, don't worry, we made it safe for you. You shouldn't have made it unsafe in the first place, Johnson's. Stupid.
Stop. Don't run up on me, dude. You let me leave your house. You're holding me hostage, and I'm trying to leave. Oh my God. I'm holding me hostage. You are kidnapping me. Get out the way. And I have the rights because I'm on. This is in the house.
It's not registered.
It's registered in my name.
But it's not registered.
And I'm in the house.
But
and you kidnapping me. You're kidnapping me.
Bitch, I am not kidnapping.
You're kidnapping me.
Bitch, we were just fucking like 2 hours ago.
You're
How the fuck am I
kidnapping
kidnapping?
me. That's when we were together. We're not together no more. You told me come get my things.
Oh my
now you're kidnapping me. Get the fuck out the way.
Like, I don't even know what to say about that. This world is definitely in need of more love and understanding and self-respect. So there's a lot to be sort of unpacked there. Why are these people getting into relationships or even having interactions like this when he don't know that she's crazy and she don't know that he's the type of guy who would, I mean, like, in all fairness to him, he tried to get out the room like a few times. I don't even blame the guy, but to a degree, you should know who you're sleeping with as well. I think guys just get a free pass. They can kind of just sleep with whoever, and she's either just a crazy bitch or a whore, or not wifey material. There's good and bad on both sides. I think everyone needs to just take responsibility for themselves. You know, just take responsibility for yourself. That's it. Like, every guru will tell you, every proverb in the world, every person who understands what personal growth is and what it means will tell you to take responsibility for yourself. So each person in this situation needs to take responsibility for themselves. And that is all I'll have to say about that. Okay, this seems a bit nicer. Great apes given... oh no, hold on.
Damn, nature, you're scary.
I saw great apes and I thought it was going to be a nice story about some great apes. But no. They were like, these great apes were given COVID vaccines after an outbreak at San Diego Zoo. Why did they have to say great apes? Was it like they're great for standing up and being the first apes to take the vaccine? Or is it that they took the vaccines? They're like, what good apes they took the vaccine? I don't get it. I don't get why they had to say that. 9 great apes. Or is that what type of ape they are? Please, if you know what they're talking about, are there a species of apes that are called great apes? Or are they giving these apes the thumbs up? 9 grey apes have been given an experimental COVID-19 vaccine at San Diego Zoo after an outbreak in a troop of gorillas. First of all, now apes have COVID. That's sad. What's going on in this world? Now apes have it. Couldn't apes always get COVID? Couldn't animals always have COVID? Because I know a woman who had a dog that was vaccinated for COVID like 5 years ago. Whether you're a gorilla, whether you're a pig, you're saying that we shouldn't be sheep. Conspiracy news. What are they saying? United Nations say women in Europe need greater economic independence to avoid poverty. UN Special Rapporteur. Women in Europe should be given greater economic independence through equal pay, child support, and the sharing of domestic duties to ensure they do not fall into poverty, according to the UN Special Rapporteur on extreme poverty and human rights. So what is he saying? What is he saying? Greater economic independence through equal pay. Yes, equal pay would be normal for 2021. Childcare support. Yeah, women should be getting their childcare support from the other person who donated to the child. That sperm donor should be paying for his child. And if he's not, I also believe that that father should be fined for not seeing the child, because yo kitty is turning into a little fucking Asbo on these streets most of the time. The majority, as Peppa Pig said. If you are a father or a mother and you're not seeing your child and you're not contributing to their mental and emotional well-being by regularly and consistently seeing your child and telling them that you love them, you are doing society a massive disservice. And I had a petition that was around, but COVID ruined it. So lucky you. Anyway, women are disproportionately more at risk of poverty compared to men. Yeah, okay. The majority of lone parent households are headed by women. This is fact. And no less than 40% of these families are at risk of poverty or social exclusion. This is also true. I myself featured on Rich Kids Go Skint, episode 2, episode 5, season 2. You can check that out. I'll have a link below if I can find one. Yeah, there are a lot of people who are skint. We're living on the breadline. We have enough to get by. It's almost a form of modern slavery. Dare I say it, where you just have enough to get by. And I don't even think that it's just down to the working class. I think this is happening more in the middle class. And the gap between the rich and the poor is getting ever wider, which is great for some, but Hunger Games for the other lot. Which side do you want to be in? Don't let that get you down. Turn that frown upside down. Because with the right mentality, you can see abundance in everything that you do. And that's the great thing about being a life coach that I get to do. Back to this boring, depressing stuff about how women are still not getting the same rights as... Oh, I don't even want to read anymore. Let's move on to another story, because we already know that there needs to be a balance in not only men and women, but also black people and white people and, you know, all the races of the world. We need world peace. Maybe the Pope is doing the right thing. Who knows? That's why the news is so confusing, isn't it? Because you just get torn in all these different waves of emotion. Very clever propaganda. News. This teen was offered over $1 million in scholarships when she applied to colleges, and she black.
You were good, kid. Real good.
Okay, some good news, finally. After applying to more than 20 colleges, one school senior from Philadelphia, big up Philly, has been offered a total of $1 million in scholarship money. Shania Robinson Owens, 17, applied to somewhere between 25 to 30 colleges, hoping to find the best score ever. And she got one, basically. She got $1 million to go with it. So good. California governor recruits Arnold Schwarzenegger for the Hollywood Pandemic Task Force. Everyone is coming together for this worldwide pandemic. I will get the footage where he actually got the vaccine, and he did some Terminator reference with it. Get the vaccine, or else.
Come with me if you want to live.
Getting his vaccine in a car park. This is what's happening now. You can get your vaccine at McDonald's. You can get your vaccine in car parks. You can get your vaccine while you're going to get your car washed. Very healthy and sanitary. Just getting vaccines out anywhere, not in a medical facility. That's just the first thing to think about. Where are you going to get your vaccine? While you're getting your Big Mac? At Asda? I will lead the pandemic from the front. Get the chopper. Chop his arm off. You don't know, the power could go to his head. He's already the governor of California. Now we're putting him as the governor of Corona. I'll be back later. Ariana Grande and Mikey Foster have split after 7 months of dating. Whole 7 months. I'm sure she's gonna get over it. She's the one from Thank You Next, isn't she? We'll see. We'll see whether they spiral or whether they make it into a healthy relationship. These are the people that the couple we saw earlier have as their role models. These celebrities just going in and out, setting a really bad example of what relationships should be. So we worship them and give them all of our money. Maybe we should start blaming them for some of the shitty behaviour in this society. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Let's all just try to be 10% better next week than we are today. Small, bite-sized chunks. This has been Fyaah Hot Topics, because you can clearly see it gets me heated. Good luck, people. Love to the world. Peace out.